We are living in uncertain times that call for the men of the church to be personally and corporately strong. So we are starting a new men's boot camp Bible study to grow together for the battle ahead. Craig Engelhardt will facilitate the group and tell you about the first study.
Hi. Over the past year, God has challenged me to set aside my expectations of peace and comfort for the sake of His kingdom. We must become wiser, more unified, and spiritually stronger, not only for the battles the enemy is bringing to us today, but for the greater battles to come. In this ongoing Bible study, we will meet weekly to watch and discuss a video series, take a several-week break, then tackle a new series. This is not a drill. The battle is real. Men of all ages are called upon to sign up. Our first video speaker will be Louie Giglio teaching Goliath Must Fall. His 6-part series presses us to defeat the personal Goliaths that keep us from advancing towards spiritual victory. Our second series will be called Fight by Craig Engelhardt. I do not want to merely do studies. I want to grow strong and push back the enemy lines. We'll begin Thursday evening, June 3rd at 6:30 in room 114. Sign up and buy a study guide at the back desk or online. Here's a preview of our series.
It's the most timeless underdog story in all of history. David versus Goliath. A shepherd boy that no one believed in, looking up at a 9-foot giant that everyone believed was undefeatable. It's a story we apply to business, to sports, to politics, to a wide assortment of challenges and struggles that each of us face in our lives. And in every version of this story, we want to see ourselves as David. It's easy to think, if I could just be like David, I could fight the giants in my life. The giant of fear, the giant of rejection, the giants of anger and addiction. We all have a giant. That's the bad news. But here's the good news. We are not David. The story of David is not a story about us. It's ultimately a story about Jesus, the one who has slain not just one giant, but every giant. For all time, for all people, Jesus is the ultimate giant slayer. This is the message at the center of Goliath Must Fall. There's a remarkable amount of freedom in realizing that Jesus has knocked down your giant for your good and for His glory. And when we begin to live in that freedom, not only will we see that Goliath could fall, we see something even more extraordinary. Goliath must fall.